Hey you guys, I'm back with yet another video, y'all. I feel like based on my face, you know which palette I'm gonna be playing with. It's the Rotten palette. I did get the whole collection. Okay, I'm not gonna use the lip gloss in this look. Okay, I just want to play with it. If you want to know what I did for my base, listen, for the first time today on TikTok, I went live. So if you want to see me do my bases before YouTube, because sometimes I just want to focus on the eye looks, okay? Because the base be taking forever, honey. I'll let you know the details of what I use, of course, but like, honey, like this is a lot. First things first, base I use for my primers, the Nesamaryx water serum and the main squeeze, and the Yummy Skin Glow Serum. I feel like I should have used this first and then this, but I'll do like these two together. Okay, that was my base, right? And then another thing for my base is shade number 7 for the balm. For my foundation base, I did use the About Face. Which one? MD2 Neutral. They came out concealers, y'all, so I kind of want to buy some, but I already spent too much on TikTok Shop, to be honest with you. I was telling my people on TikTok, like, yo, I didn't spend too much. And also that they be like scamming folks on TikTok Shop, because why are you like upping the price as I'm adding more to my cart? Like, what? Nah, that was some shady shit. I'm still like befuddled. Like, yeah, I noticed it by $1, but if you're getting more than one item, like I did, that's gonna build up. The fuck? Anyways, when that haul comes, I'll let you know. And then what else? Then I used so that was my base, right? Concealer shade I use, of course, the Nesamaryx again, shade 8 and 9. 9 for kind of all over for concealer, and 8 right here underneath, right? Kind of mixed in with 9. I kind of want to buy another concealer shade from the Nessa since I love them so much, but again, I'm buying stuff from TikTok Shop. There's another brand that I bought from. Okay, then but for my blush, of course, for my Shop My Stash, I did use Strawberry Drip from Fenty Beauty. It's a cheeks out one, and child, I was struggling on TikTok, embarrassing myself, child, trying to apply that shade on. And to set my face, well, to set my blush, I should say, I use both. This is the Nesamaryx, which one is it? Which volume is this? Does it say? Volume 4. Okay, I use both shades. For my under eye, I use the Mitchell palette, and y'all, I'm almost hitting pan. There's 3 shades I'm almost hitting pan on, and there's one, that super light one that I use underneath my eye that I barely be touching that shade, but it is what it is. And for my contour bronzer situation, I did use the Juvia's Place concealer shade number 7, and then of course Black Radiance in the shade Cafe. I really be dipping into the other shade. Which one is it? Black Coffee, to be honest with you. Yeah, for my eyebrows, the Anastasia brow dip brow in the shade dark brown. I kind of want to go for black, but I feel like I own black somewhere in my room. I need to clean my house, so I'm not buying multiple products of the same fucking shit. Okay, then what else am I doing? I think that's it for my base. Oh, to set my entire face, I did use of course another Black Radiance product, and this is the finishing powder in the shade Gold Almond Finish for summertime. I feel like for wintertime, now that I'm not casket ready, but almost casket ready, the one that I use the most year round, okay, is the creamy bronze finish. I think when it comes for Black Radiance, they only have 3. Like, I feel like this one is the lightest, this one is like the middle shade, and then there's one underneath it that's darker. I don't know, child. I would expect more. shades. Maybe in store there's only 3, but probably online there's more than those 3 that I be seeing. But I like these 2. I'd be scared to use this one because I feel like, why do I look like this? But you know what? So far, it's not looking too crazy. You know? It's not looking too crazy. This one, sometimes it like darkens me up, but that's fine. That's fine for like summertime and stuff. At least, like when I use that shade, it's not gonna look like I've been, you know, inside all summer long like I normally am. For my lippy, first things first, I used Unearthly Cursed as my lip liner, and then I used, which one? Okay, the NYX Lingerie XXL in the shade, which one is this? Undressed. And I must say, I wasn't liking how the liner was looking with this color, with the lip color. So without wiping anything off, literally I already had the liquid lipstick on. I'm not sure how I feel about the formula, but I don't know, child, I don't know. But then I went in with Juvia's Place Long Lasting Lip Liner, and that is their shade Scorpio. And I literally just use the end of it to like blend it in together. And for my gloss, for like certain high points of it, I did use the shade Puppy Love from Unearthly Cosmetics. It's not available on the site anymore. I'm very sad about that. That's enough. And for my base, for my eye base, where'd it go? I use MAC. I use the MAC Paint Pot. And this is the shade Soft Ochre. I'm gonna have to be quiet because I kind of wanna, matter of fact, let me check what time they close, because I really, really want to give me a snickerdoodle cookie. Would it be crazy if I went out like this? But yo, so this is the part where it's kind of a bit of an over. And I did not set this. I literally just went straight in with product. So let me just make sure and let us begin, shall we? Because I'm gonna start with, which one? I think I started with the green side because there's not much. I'm gonna go in with this super light green Derma, and that's gonna be all over from here to here, and whatever is connecting those two will be with 2 other shades I mixed in with, if only I can find it. Maybe this one? No, it's not fluffy enough. Y'all, I apologize. It's just that my e.l.f. brush that I normally use, it broke. It literally in the middle of my TikTok live, as I'm like, you know, blending it out, the handle just bloop. I was so embarrassed. Oh, and for the eyeliner, I did use Blend Bunny liner and stuff. Bro, I was like beyond embarrassed. I was like, oh my god. So this is how you feel about me? I'll go with shade 10 if I'm just up. And y'all, during my live, I noticed I got a restriction. I was like, a restriction for what? It's my first time live. Turns out, I guess because I was mentioning other brands that's not available on TikTok Shop, they was like, you can't do that. I was like, bitch, what? What? Because they thought I was promoting it. Like, I was like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm just letting people know like what I be using. I was just chit-chatting, you know? And I was like, this is some shady ass shit. Bruh. I'm like, bro. And then it was like, it's last minute to appeal. I was like, I mean, it was too late to appeal. Bro, this just happened. What do you mean? Child, I don't know about TikTok live. Maybe I should do Instagram. Oh, but you see this shit? Derma. Then I'm gonna stop right there. And literally, the mistake I made over here was going to Whisper. Whisper is, I feel like it's too, I mean, it's nice and all, but I don't really like Whisper as much. But you know what? Maybe if I go in with Whisper and then that super light pink, can't really say it, right here, these two, maybe it's gonna be better. Because, well, okay, much better. Like, now literally I'm gonna like, that's like my super bright pink area. And I'm literally mixing those 2 colors up. More of Whisper than this, because this, like, if you just put it by itself, it kind of looks like this baby pink area. Like, you put it directly on the eye, it kind of looks like a whitish pink, you know? So, it has a lot of a white base on it. Same with Damp, it's blue, but it's like almost white on the eye. And then swatches, so. Okay, that is it between those 2. However, it's now time for me to go in with the shade, this super dark shade, Velvet. And of course, as high up as I possibly can. Y'all like my new color, y'all? It's navy. It's navy color. I've been feeling blue lately. Hence the nails. Y'all, look at the fucking nails. Bitch, cunty, ignore the thumb. Okay, the tip broke off after a few days. But like, y'all. Yep. Like this cat eye thing is quickly becoming my favorite, so. But yeah, I'm going into the shade Velvet and like literally, I think I'm gonna start right, right here? Kind of like right here. And just like Miss Raggedy, I will go in with certain brown shades. I mixed up 2 brown shades to try to, between those pink and green. Sorry. Just so shit is like nice and sweet, you know? And how do I wanna, okay, same brush, I'm gonna go in with the shade Satin. And I'm gonna try to carry it as hot up as possible. As a matter of fact, Satin is going to be a little bit more down here too. But I've been obsessed with the looks people be making with this. Like, it's so nice, bro. And I'm just going to have to do circular motions because I want it more blown out over here. Like, you see this? Now then, in between the lions, I'm gonna go into that shade Histero and what is it? Spectrum Love? Mostly this shade, this kind of mustardy shade, and a little bit of brown, but mostly this shade. And that's gonna be like right there in the middle, in between those two, leading upwards. And I'm gonna have to go over it, but like, I'm gonna bring it down and then up. Those 2 shades, down and up. I know it looks a little crazy, but it's gonna come together. And I'm kind of doing circular motions because just mostly in the middle. And then I'm gonna go back in with that super fluffier brush. And I'm gonna go back in with, of course, that green shade and of course, those pink shades, you know, all over. Right over that brown, you know? Boom. Right over everything a little bit, high key. Oh, yes. Yes! And then Whisper, and of course that super light pink shade. That's what we're doing. Literally. Oh, so nice, bro. You see what I mean? You see the vision? Okay? Right here for the middle part, and then go back over it with the lighter colors of those shades, and boom. Just so it's so together, you know? And then I do need to bring it down here too. I think that's it. Oh, I'm gonna go in with something smaller, high key. Should I go in with this bullet? I didn't go in with the bullet beforehand, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go in with the shade Morrow, you know, for some depth. And that's gonna be like Hurley right here. I definitely should have used this before. Oh well. And we're gonna stop at the pink side, you know. Morrow is gonna stay right here. So yeah, I fuck with this. I fuck with the shade a lot, actually. I like the shade a lot. Whew. Sorry, just a little bit of pink got in my eye. What else? I think I should go back in with the shade Satin, just a little bit on the outer bit, and go right over Morrow. That shade Morrow real quick. Oh, it's so nice. Okay. Just a little bit of overlappage. It's so nice already. And then, what did I use? I did use a cut crease. We're gonna go in with the Danessa Myrix New 2. And of course, we're going to cut our crease, this half crease. Yay! Okay, so this is the part where we go back in between shades. At least for the inner corner. I'm gonna go in with the shade Moro, just a little bit on the other bit right here. This is where I want to be. And literally, this is it for Moro. That's it for Moro, okay? That's it for Moro. And then I'm gonna, with the same brush, preferably something different, but I can't find the one that I was using. Bro, I really can't find the one that I was using. Oh well. We're gonna have to go into the shade Satin a little bit and overlapping Moro. So right here, and then like literally overlapping. Look how nice it is. The cot. And then literally kind of blend those two together. And and then I went in with the shade Nero. Literally, that's the one without cleaning your brush. And literally gonna start from here to here. And you see how well it kind of tones down that that pink shade. Oh my god. Hope y'all can see. And that's gonna be the color for the rest of the cut eye. I'm gonna carry Nero down here because I feel like I don't like the combination I did over here. It's looking crazy. Oh well. Much better. See, I like the inner corner over here than versus here. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking over here. I was distracted by a TikTok, y'all. Oh, I used Whisper and I didn't like it. Oh well. I guess to brighten it up a little bit, you could go into that super baby pink down here. Yes, much better. That baby pink for right here. And kind of whoop. So much better. So much better. Okay, that's it for the mattes. Now I'm gonna take your silicone tool, and there's two shimmers you're gonna primarily use: Bloom and Wax. Bloom is gonna be on the outer bits, and then Wax is gonna be in here. Because which was it? Nero or Neo? That shade is kind of more, orangey, and I kind of want, some kind of goldish tone to it. As soon as I can find my silicone tool. This is embarrassing. I literally just, oh, okay. We're gonna go in with Wax first, right? I mean, no, Bloom first. You're not gonna clean it off because you kind of want the shimmers to mix in together. Bloom right here. I'm gonna drag it out. Okay. And I must say, be careful with this palette because I dropped this on TikTok Live and like honey, Wax was about to fall completely out. Thank God I have another one of this. I know. I didn't buy it though. They accidentally sent me another one, and who am I to like deny it? And I was tripping. I was like, did I accidentally buy another one? Maybe. That one will remain closed until I get pan on these. And then we're going into the shade Wax. Oh my goodness. And I'm not using any primers today, like glitter primers, but bro, I'm gonna very carefully go overlap it a little bit, where it's like the tail end of what's left on your silicone. It kind of touches the pink, but the majority, you want most of the yellow shimmer to be on that cut crease. Bro, that's so nice, bro. And then yeah, just tap it over Bloom a little bit, just a little bit over here for Bloom. It's so nice. It's so nice. And then you're gonna take your little highlighter brush for Bloom, and that's gonna be your blush. Your highlight. So I like to do circular motions around like this hollow part, like right there, and just, and then kind of drag it up. And then that's when I spread it down in about Do the hokey pokey and you do it all around. Oh my god, it's so pretty. And then a little bit right here. Shit. Fuck it. Why not? Jesus. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just a little bit. Okay, you can't really see it, but it's there on the nose. And now for the fun part, the mold. How could I forget the mold, y'all? Same Vanessa Marks brush, but I'm gonna like use a stippling brush. Well, I wish I had a stippling brush. I'm just use like a brush that's uneven-ish. And those are gonna be my mold. I'm gonna do a few parts here. You know what? Let me do like one on leading onto the eyebrow at least. You see how it's like stippling and shit? And then, you know what? Yeah, right here. Right on to the face. We don't have one. Yeah, like right there, you know? And right where my beauty mark is at, that's where. That's it. 4 places. And we're gonna have to go back and forth in between certain colors without setting anything. I'm gonna take certain detail brushes. I'm gonna add some white. Some of that white shade. And high key, I did not clean in between. So going to that shade Oxygen and like literally on the outer parts. Like certain parts. I did it like more here. Some I did it like right here. Hold on, let me just to kind of like give that blurred effect. Yes, yes. Take your scratchiest brush that you could see and stick it on, okay? And then what else did I do? I think I went in with like something like Spoil. Like I like Spoil actually. Spoil right there. And don't flick it off because as I try to, it's like less impactful, so I'll just be dipping as much as I possibly can. Yes. And kind of do uneven spots, you know? Imperfect. Okay. Boom. Capiche. That's it for like the light blue color. What else did I do? I did go in with, you know, I did mix in Velvet and Spectrala, or whatever this mustard shade is. I did go in with those two and mix it together and kind of go back over certain spots that I missed. Like right here, mix some spots, mix those two colors together and just go to town with it, you know? Like in between here and here, yep. Maybe mix in with the ratio between these two colors, you know? Yeah, because I feel like, there we go. See what I mean? Yes, yes, yes. And then I have to go in with like, you know, a spoolie, something like this, and really kind of dig into, what shades did I dig into? I mostly dug into, yeah, that navy shade, Mildew. Mildew is kind of the main bet, but like, instead of like digging into black, go into Mildew and kind of go over the parts that's like, and just gently tap. See what I mean? It's disgusting, I love it. And just kind of gently flick it on. The problem is, with the spoolie, you're gonna get a lot of kickback, so be nice, be gentle. I'm gonna put the darkest part like right here on the spoolie. Like right there. Especially over here. You see what I mean? Like, And I do like to go back over Velvet. I like to go back over Velvet with the same spoolie and like go over certain spots again for like the blue to like really make it disgusting, you know? Like right here again. Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Make it disgusting, y'all. Don't be scared. I feel like for certain parts, I should go back in with a different shade though. I feel like I should go into the shade Asper. You know what? Let me go into the shade Asper. for like certain parts, like right here, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Asper mixed in with this. Oh yeah, that's what I'm... Y'all, this is so disgusting. I love it. I love it so much. Yes. What do y'all think? Let me put on just a little bit of mascara in my lash. Hold on. Oh, and I forgot to put on the eyeliner, the same thing I did here. Oh well. Let's pretend that there's eyeliner here. Let's pretend, because I don't know what time they close, and I hope that they have what I want. Okay, so this is it. And I'm gonna, hold on, let me put on my half mink lashes real quick. Which one? Okay. I'm just gonna place it underneath. Let's see if I can try it here. Okay, that's it. What do y'all think? Oh my god, love it. I love it. Let's turn down the exposure. Wait, let's turn it down a little bit. Okay, can y'all see? Hopefully. Disgusting, I love it. All right, I'll take pictures later, but for now I gotta get going. Okay, for now, like, this is the part I insert some pictures. I love it so much. I still hadn't decided what second look I want to do, but same time. Hey you guys, I am back with yet another video. Today I'm going back to work from my vacay again. I'm gonna insert the picture. This is what won on my Instagram stories, and holy shit. Ooh. And of course we're gonna be using this color scheme. The only thing I kind of regret is not using like a brighter base as my eye, but like I said, I'm using my Shop My Stash, and I hadn't used, which one is it? The MAC Paint Pot Laying Low. I hadn't used that in a while, so it kind of brings things more subtle, but I'm actually okay with that. Okay, so we're gonna try to recreate that eye look, but on this eye. Sorry, there's something in this eye. I feel like every single time, because I'm doing all the cats, I got some kind of cat for my eye. This is my base, and I started off with like that green leading in. So what I'm gonna do, where the hell is it at? I went in with like this really small detail brush, and I went into velvet right here, and above my crease area, like by my nose bridge, going out. That is where I'm gonna be at. Okay, and it's gonna be blended out anyway, so literally like that. Now this time on this, I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna do the same at the bottom, but like a nice lifted wing right here. I feel like on this end I did too low, but like I said, always on the left side is always like a little bit more experimental. This side always ends up being right anyway, so it don't matter. Keep going. And of course you're gonna, for over here I kind of stopped like right here. So I would say like 2/3 of the bottom lid, because we're gonna go in with a different shade. Okay, so that's it for that dark green. I'm gonna go in with the shade Derma, and we're gonna literally go over it real quick, like literally kind of leaving outwards on top. And I did sometimes go in a little bit, mixing those two greens together when I'm like on top of it, to get a nice seamless blend. It's super small and detailed. This is just a random brush I got off of AliExpress. It was part of a set. Okay, now I'm going mostly in with Derma, since I kind of mix those two while I'm blending it out, and literally on top of that, like, boom. Actually, I kind of want to put more drama over here too. Let me just do that real quick. And that's it. And then do the same thing here. Blend out that green shade real quick. Put the shade drama. Just a little tiny bit. Okay, that's it. So this is the part that I kind of regret not having a brighter under eye. I guess you could go back in with like a white base just for the inner corner to make damp really pop, but I'm not into that today. For now, where's the brush? Literally, I just had it. See, this be my problem. Oh, right here. So I'll go in with like a shader brush like this, and mostly a little bit on the tip like that, and get it as close to the green as possible, starting from the inner corner, and carve, kind of flick it up to where that green was, because ooh. And over here it kind of looks a little bit white, just a little bit on my skin tone based on this base. So if you want, maybe go for a white base to bring out more of that blue pastel, because this is like borderline white. Ooh. From here, and then we're gonna bring it in, okay, and pack. Don't be scared, just use a little bit of a brush to like flick away the all out. And I'm gonna like stop right here because that's when I'm gonna go into the shade Whisper without wiping off the brush, and kind of blend those two in together, like right there, and kind of just pack that joint in. And kind of make a semicircle. Ooh, I actually really like it. Like this. And I try to bring it out as much as possible for that shade Whisper. And then, same brush without cleaning it up, because you're gonna go into that burnt orange shade, terracotta shade I should say. It's very impactful, I should say, which is why I'm gonna show you a trick to kind of tone it down a little bit and kind of make a semicircle, literally, like, and then tuck that joint in. I did flip it around. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna tone it down, because at first when I put it on the eye I was like, oof, I regret putting this on the eye. But then I used the Whisper to tone it down, and I'm gonna show you how. Because literally you're just gonna have to go over it again with Whisper. It looks crazy, right? Hold on. Same brush, go in with Whisper. And maybe mix in like one dot of that this shade right here. So Whisper, kind of one bit, and let's get going. I'm just gonna blend, blend, blend in between, in between, in between. Go into more Whisper and kind of go all over this area to kind of tone it down. You see how toned down it became a little bit more? I kind of want to be more like this. So literally towards the edges, I'm going to keep tapping into Whisper. And it just tones down that color. Not to the outer edge because I still want to see more of that orange, but yeah. I got some fallout. This will definitely give you some fallout, child. So maybe put some setting powder down if you don't want that shit. Ooh, yikes. Okay, I think that's it for at least the lid. I'm gonna go in with another pencil brush if I could find it. Sorry, there's like a cat here on my face I cannot see. I'm gonna go in with another detail brush to do that cat eye that I literally just used the brush for and can't seem to find. Whoopsie doodle. Oh, found it. My bad, y'all. Super, super small detail brush, and go into the shade Humid. And that's gonna be your, draw your cat eye right on top of that green. Because that green was your, like, your guide and stuff. Because I don't feel like using my liquid liner. I guess you could, and then use Humid to like set it, but I'm not into that right now. And literally start doing your little cat eye. and go for your eye shape. I feel like the reason why it's so low is because I was like trying to follow the picture, but it's like, girl, 2 different eye shapes. Go more up. I didn't want to. So that's my frosted there. Like, this is it. And no, I will not be wearing lashes today because I'm going to work and I don't want to feel like fiddling with my lashes. What I mean, it's always something. Sorry. So I'm trying to fix my regular lashes because whenever I try to do eyeliner work or stuff, it's like it goes all over the place and like some of them go down and gets trapped in between the curly ones. This is a hot mess. It's like, I want to say tangled up, but it's like my lashes get tangled up whenever I try to do my lash line. Okay, that's it for the mattes. Now, we're gonna go into this one. This one. Oh, how could I forget? Actually, I lied to you. One more matte that we have yet to do. Underneath, to me, that you see that gap that has like no shadow whatsoever, you're gonna go into the shade Asper, and that's gonna be the shadow that goes there, and blend it into that previous green. And I kind of want to blow it out because today I'm kind of, I want to say dragging. Okay, boom. So that's the pale one. That's it, officially it for the mattes, okay? So literally I don't have that many mattes left to use in Brian. Like, I think I have like only 3 or 4 mattes that I haven't touched in the palette. Okay, that's crazy. So this is gonna be the fun part, the shimmer. I'm using a pencil, to be honest with you. I already wiped it off. And which one did I use first? Okay, so for the pale blue, I decided to go for this green shimmer. I know, right? Crazy. Instead of matching it with a blue. So literally right where that blue is, moving up and out, and cover all the blue where you put that blue shade right there. Okay, until there's like almost nothing left on your, that green shade, Lucian, whatever. And then you're gonna use same brush, floor it, and maybe put it on the side, and not all over to leading towards here. No, you're just gonna start where, like halfway into that green shade, and then bring it out to the that shade Whisper on top, so that way it kind of mixes together, because especially leading outwards. Oh, it's so pretty. Now there's barely nothing on your palette. You're gonna go into the shade Ripe, that bluish light blue shade, Ripe, and that is gonna go over that shade Asper. Is that what it's called? Yeah, into that shade Asper, that yellow. Yes, you're gonna use that blue over that yellow shade and kind of bring that joint out, that shade Ripe right there, and kind of bring it down. Oh my god, it's so pretty. If I do recreate this white base, but for now, it's nice. I like it a lot. And literally throw on some mascara, and you're good to go. I'm not gonna put too much because again, it's my first day going back to work. I don't want to be irritated with my eyes and stuff for a long period, since I don't know if I'm working by myself again today or what, but I don't want to have too many times where I have to go to the bathroom breaks, you know, because they be watching. Literally. Okay. Oh, and how could I forget the final touch to the collection, the lip gloss. I don't know. Okay, I feel like I should go in with a little bit of a darker liner, or better yet, there's some I hadn't yet to use. I had yet to use, which one is this? Char, and I hadn't used Cursed. You know what, let's go with Char. Is this Char? No, it's Cursed. I'm gonna go with the shade Cursed as my lip liner for today. Okay, okay, let me try to remove whatever lip I have, and yeah, Cursed. Yeah, I'm not so sure about Cursed. Is it Cursed? Yeah. I mean, it's like my natural lip liner, just a tinge darker. It's not as dark as I want it to be, so hey, at least it matches my natural lippy, but it feels like I'm putting nothing on my lip. And there you guys, the color. Like, it's just a touch darker and more cool tone, I should say. It's like on my lip, but more cool tone. Okay. I mean, it shows up, but barely, at least for me. So that's it for my lip liner. I don't feel like taking that to work, so I will be taking the gloss with me. And this is the Blue Tears Lip Glaze. Smells good. So let's put that joint on. Definitely cool tone, child. Alrighty, this is it, y'all. This is it. How does it look? How does it look? I know I have to recreate the same look that I referenced, but you know, trying to find the same colors. But like, y'all, let's turn down the exposure, okay? Whoopsie, just so we can see some of the highlights. Oh, and this whole time I have yet to use a highlighter shade. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And you know what, let me go back to what shade haven't I used so far? I've used Bloom, I've used this. I guess I could use Loom. Let's use Loom because that's the only shade I have yet to use on this whole thing. So if only I can find the perfect highlighter brush. You know what, yeah, let's go with Loom a little bit. Loom. Okay, that orange with Loom and as, hold on. Oh yes, I love the new formula for their shimmers. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that much. What y'all think? Okay. So let me now turn. Oh, that highlighter, bruh. It's looking very dark. No kids. Anyways, this is it for look number 2. Will I come back for look 3? To be honest with you, I'm ready to move on. I got so many other stuff that I need to do and a few packages coming. So for now, this is it. I'm not gonna lie, I really like look number, you know what, now that I look at it, this kind of looks like look number 1 by accident. Anyways, I do prefer look number 1. I do like the lippy, probably not with the lip liner. It's giving ghostly. I feel like this would be better with a more cool tone look, with more grays and blues, you know? But not with this look, but I just wanted to use everything in the look collection, you know? But she did her big one with this palette. Yep. I love it. And I feel like there's enough neutral tones that you could get away with a neutral look. But this is cool. I love it. I'm gonna insert a few pictures, okay? And I gotta go. Bye-bye.